all of you guys who obviously are here because you're all politically involved or looking to be politically involved or just want to take cell phone camera pictures of us.
No.
Basically, I'll just start out by saying I don't want to like beat you over the head because that's Cal's job. But I'm just going to talk to you guys about kind of how I became politically active and why it is so important to be politically active as a young person and kind of what the youth vote means. Basically, I remember the first time that I kind of became aware of of the fact that I even cared about what was going on outside of my social circle was, I was a junior in high school, and it was that kind of faded Gore-Bush situation. You guys remember that scandal?
Yeah.
Well, it's painful, I know. But I was so kind of traumatized by it, and both really surprised to find out how much it resonated with me. I was in a U.S. history class at the time, and our teacher, of course, was saying, "This is a moment you guys are going to remember forever," and it really was. I mean, it was the first time where my family was always very politically active. I come traditionally from a very liberal-minded family, and so politics were always kind of talked about in the house. But I was never really encouraged to consider, I guess issues outside of my own familial issues, or like I said, my social circle. At the time, I wasn't eligible to vote, so who cares, right? Or so they say. And the next, I started to become more politically active and was supporting different, politicians like Howard Dean. We all know which direction that went. But and then eventually after the next fiasco that made a big impact, the whole Kerry Bush situation, I was feeling really down after that. And my brother, who went to UVM, he was studying just community development and kind of very forward-thinking and green and that kind of thing. And he had called me and he said, "Hey, have you checked out Senator Barack Obama? He's he gave you guys the call too. Okay. Ooh, Hunter Johansson, yeah. So no, he had called me and he said to check out BarackObama.com, and I'm sure that some of you might be members of that website, but you start to get for those of you who aren't, you get 12 emails every 3 minutes or something. And, I started to read up about different legislation that was being passed and kind of his policies, and he really spoke to me. Not only did I feel like he was speaking to me every 3 minutes, but I was really excited, and I said to myself, wow, why can't we have somebody like this run for president? Cut to today. I know you guys are all here, and I'm sure Cal will give you, has a lot of things to say, particularly about Barack, but, I just want to let you guys know how incredible it is that you've all turned out here, what an important impact the youth vote has made so far. I mean, gosh, nobody thought that we'd actually do it. Nobody thought that we'd rally. Nobody thought that we would come out, make an event out of it, tell our friends, bring our siblings to come out and vote. But we did it. We did it, and it's been making a difference, throughout every caucus so far. Cal and I were in Iowa, and it was 1 in 5 people, I think, under 30 that came out to vote. And it was that's incredible. These are also high school students that are, turning 18 by November 3rd. So it really makes quite a difference, and I feel like this is a time, in history, for the first time I've ever known, and I think all of us have ever known, where our vote counts. People care about what we have to say. We're speaking, and people are listening to us. And I think we have, my own feeling is that we have one candidate, Senator Barack Obama, who really has been listening, and who is, who from the very beginning really focused his energy on youth groups and, on making college affordable universal health care, issues that all affect us and will affect our children as well. So with that, I'm going to hand over the microphone to Cal.